PEBB offers term life and accidental death and dismemberment insurance to help protect your family's financial security. The life insurance is underwritten by ReliaStar Insurance Company. Your employer will enroll you in the Employee Basic Life and Accidental Death and Dismemberment at no cost to you. The Basic Life includes $25,000 in term life insurance and $5,000 in accidental death and dismemberment insurance. You may choose to add to your basic life insurance by electing supplemental life insurance coverage. The cost of the additional insurance will be deducted from your paycheck. Included in the supplemental coverage is an opportunity to purchase additional life insurance and accidental death and dismemberment insurance for your spouse or state-registered domestic partner and your children through the age of 25. The supplemental life consists of 4 parts. The employee supplemental is additional coverage for you. Your enrollment form must be submitted to your personnel, payroll, or benefits office within the first 60 days of becoming eligible for benefits to take advantage of the guaranteed amount. The guaranteed amount is the amount of life insurance you can get without insurance company approval. If you are under the age of 60, you may request up to $250,000 without insurance company approval. If you are age 60 or older, you may request up to $100,000 without insurance company approval. Your request must be in $10,000 increments. If you wish to purchase more than the guaranteed amount, or if you submit your enrollment form after the first 60 days of becoming eligible, insurance company approval is required. The maximum you may request is a total of $750,000. Spouse and dependent coverage includes your spouse or state-registered domestic partner and your children through age 25. You may purchase $2,500 of term life for your spouse or state-registered domestic partner and for each eligible unmarried dependent child. The cost to you is 50 cents per family per month, regardless of the number of dependents you enroll. You may request up to $50,000 of spouse supplemental coverage without insurance company approval, not to exceed 1/2 of your employee supplemental amount if you submit your enrollment form within the first 60 days of becoming benefit eligible. Your request must be in $5,000 increments. If you wish to purchase more than the guaranteed amount for your spouse, or if you submit your enrollment form after the first 60 days of becoming eligible, insurance company approval is required. Spouse supplemental may never exceed 1/2 of the employee supplemental amount. The supplemental accidental death and dismemberment coverage is purchased in increments of $25,000 up to a maximum of $250,000. Supplemental AD&D never requires approval from ReliaStar. You may include your spouse or state-registered domestic partner and your children in the coverage. Adding your dependents does not reduce your benefit. Your spouse would be insured for 50% of your benefit if you have no dependent children. If you do have dependent children, your spouse is insured for 40% of your coverage and each dependent child for 5% of your coverage. If there is no spouse, each dependent child is insured for 10% of your coverage. You may apply for supplemental AD&D at any time without carrier approval. The cost of supplemental life insurance, excluding spouse and dependent basic, is based on your age and whether you or your spouse or state-registered domestic partner smoke cigarettes, cigars, or pipes, or have used chewing tobacco or nicotine gum within the past 12 months. The cost of accidental death and dismemberment coverage is based on the amount of coverage you wish to purchase and whether or not you're including your dependents. Changes in our lives are inevitable. Remember to review your life insurance coverage periodically. You may change your supplemental life insurance coverage at any time during the year. If you wish to increase your coverage, approval from ReliaStar is required. Refer to the Term Life and Accidental Death and Dismemberment Insurance booklet for additional information about life insurance and for rate information. Both the enrollment form and the booklet are available on the PEBB website. Remember to submit your life insurance enrollment form no later than 60 days after your initial date of eligibility to enroll in the guaranteed amounts of supplemental life insurance without insurance company approval. Return the enrollment form to your personnel, payroll, or benefits office. Failure to return the enrollment form within 60 days will result in you being enrolled in basic coverage only. Enrollment in supplemental life coverage after the initial 60 days requires you submit proof of good health for insurance company approval. Even if you are not applying for supplemental coverage, you are enrolled in the employer-paid basic coverage and need to complete the beneficiary section of the enrollment change form. Submit the form to your personnel, payroll, or benefits office.